it's really an opportunity for us to be able to give more to patients and families who need it. And I know it's something that I utilize as often as I can, because it really does make a lot of a difference to patients and families.
We're a non-for-profit company, so we do depend a lot on family resources and family donations to help other families that don't have the means to be able to have the things that they need to provide optimal support.
As we know, with the pandemic, a lot of people were out of work, and they are the primary caregivers, and they don't have the income and the need, to get the things that they need. So oftentimes I will request for things such as grocery shopping or help with utilities or rent. So that's one less thing that they have to worry about, on top of, being able to really kind of focus on caring for their loved one at this end of life, because it can be very difficult.
Well, one of the most important parts of my job is to think about the patient's worst case scenario and to be prepared for it for when that happens. Hopefully it's never as bad as in my head, but sometimes it is and sometimes it's worse. And that's where social work really comes in and shines, because we have to work together to keep the patient safe or to give the patient the things that they need to be comfortable.
So it's very important to work as a team. And we do work as a team in order to figure out what the needs are. And oftentimes, like, requests for air conditioners and, clothing because of, they've lost weight is really helpful, because that's something that comes from the nurses. And oftentimes, social workers may not be in as often as nurses are, or aides. So we do rely on the team to really let us know what the needs are. And it can be really helpful,
So I've had patients that have lost a lot of weight really fast from cancer or Alzheimer's, that they forget to eat and they lose a ton of weight, or their body just can't process it anymore. And then the social work will get us some money for a Walmart gift card or whatever they need to get more clothes. We had a patient move recently. She had been homeless and living in a friend's house, and we were able to get her into elderly housing. And when we moved her there, the social work was able to get a gift card so that the patient could get some furniture for her new apartment.
One example, I know I had a patient in Lynn who lived on the 15th floor. She had cancer and a lot of respiratory distress. She lived alone, didn't have a lot of family members. The team was really her support system. Her air conditioner broke. It was, a couple years ago. It was a very, very hot summer. I was able to utilize the family fund to go and purchase her an air conditioner and work with the building and the team to get everything together for her. And she had remarkable improvement in her breathing and was able to stay in her home for a little bit longer, because we were able to get her what she needed. Any of the money that is donated, it 100% gets donated for a really great cause.
The patient was just so happy, and we were able to help facilitate and bring that joy into her life, and we couldn't have done that without the family fund.